What is going on, everybody? Naughty President back with another ranking list video. The Mario franchise has been around since the 1980s, and Mario has had his time in the limelight for over 200 titles of Mario games. And I know that everybody's got a favorite Mario game out there, and everybody's got their own personal style of Mario game, but I'm here to talk about my top 10 Mario games. Now keep in mind, when I'm making this list, this is my personal opinion. Don't give me too much hate on the games that I choose, because they're my opinions and the styles I like to play. Also, keep in mind when you watch this video, at the time of recording, I have recently bought a bunch of new Mario games. There are these Mario games here, which are Mario Dream Team, Inside Mario, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, and Mario Paper Mario Sticker Star. I have not gotten to play them yet, and I guarantee after I play them, my list might change in the future. I don't know, but as of right now, of recording, this is going to be my top 10 list of my favorite Mario games. Now, I guarantee my list is going to be a very big hot take and not a very popular opinion. So you better strap up and be prepared to probably get upset, because you might not see some of your favorite Mario titles on here. I'm not the biggest fan of 2D style scrolling, so don't expect a lot of side-scroller Mario games on here. And I will be focusing only on Mario games. So Luigi's Mansions are out. They are not included in this list, but Paper Mario games and turn-based Mario games, fair game. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the list. Number 10 on this list is one of the newer Mario games, which is Mario Party Superstars. Now, the thing about Mario Party games is I never really played a Mario Party growing up until Super Mario Party, which was also released on the Nintendo Switch. So my experience with Mario Party is basically nothing. But when it comes to Mario Party, finally getting to play it with my family on the Nintendo Switch, Mario Party Superstars is actually a super fun game, because it has all the Mario Party games like collected into one game of all the Mario Parties I got to miss, which I think is awesome. I know that a lot of people enjoyed this game because they got to replay some of their favorite Mario Party boards and Mario Party mini games. It's great online. It's a great party game. It's good with my family. I mean, I've got a young child who gets to play this game with me and my wife, because it's a family-friendly game. Everything about this game is awesome. It's exactly what you want for a casual Mario Party game. If I would have played Mario Party growing up as a kid and got this collection as an adult, I feel like this game would have been way higher on my list, but being new to Mario Party makes this number 10 on my list. Now, there's been tons of Mario Karts throughout the years in the franchise, but this is definitely my favorite Mario Kart by far, Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash came out on the Nintendo GameCube and was one of the more unique Mario Karts. It was the very first time they introduced the mechanics of having two people riding on the kart at the same time. Now, each character that you pick on the kart, you could swap between both karts, and each character has their own special ability, which I thought was awesome. The fact that you could have to put more strategy into who you're going to pick depending on how you want to race in the game, because each ability is different. And for the first time, you could pick between multiple different karts for each character. This Mario Kart game had some of the best tracks, in my opinion, that they've ever added to Mario Kart. I would love to see a lot of these tracks come back into future Mario Kart games. And for the very first time, you could unlock karts, characters, and even battle modes just by playing the game. And this was the time period when there was no internet, so you had to try to figure things out on your own or learn it from a friend. So that's why this Mario Kart, out of all the Mario Karts, is my very favorite one, and it's the one I played the absolute most as a kid. Number 8 on my list is Super Mario 3D World. Now, Super Mario 3D World, in my opinion, is the best Mario game that is where you travel world to world like old school Mario. I'm not the biggest fan of that style of Mario, but this game did it right. Most of you people would probably say that some of the 2D Mario games were the best of those style of Mario games, but I'm not a huge fan of old school 2D Mario. Now this Mario game, on the other hand, has everything that I'd want in that style of a Mario game. Now I will start off saying that I only played this game on the Wii U. I never got to play the new version on the Switch because I just never got around to buying it because I have it for the Wii U. I didn't really feel like I needed to buy the extra version just for Bowser's Fury. One of the things that made this game super awesome was the ability to go, obviously, 3D. And they added in the cat suit. The cat suit is one of the coolest Mario power-ups you can get in the game. They made it where you could climb up walls and basically travel and find different things on areas you would never be able to find without the cat suit. I thought that was a really cool addition to this style of Mario game. This game had tons of unique different power-ups and unique different bosses that you could use the power-ups to fight. It's just overall had a bunch of great things added into the game that made it one of the better world-based Mario games in my opinion. They also added clear pipes where you could travel throughout them, kind of like warp pipes, but in this time you could actually control which way you want to go at the turns to go find secrets and collectibles and even avoid enemy attacks, because they would use those pipes to snipe you from a distance and shoot fireballs and stuff like that at you. So that's why this game is number 8 on my list. If I was going to go back and play a world-to-world based Mario game, I would probably go crack open my Wii U and give this game a go again. Number 7 on my list is Mario Galaxy 2. Now, the second Mario Galaxy is the sequel to the first one, obviously on Nintendo Wii. The reason why I picked number 2 over number 1 is because number 2 kept all of the greatness that came with the very first Mario Galaxy, but they added more stuff into the game. They added the ability to have Yoshi, they added ability to have new power-ups, new worlds, new modes. They just added so much more to this game that I just enjoyed it more. One of the things Mario Galaxy 2 did better than Mario Galaxy 1 was that it had more creative level designs. I love the fact that they had more unique abilities or more unique designs. You could have more power-ups, do more things. They had Yoshi was involved in more of the tracks and more of the worlds. They just did a much better job creatively with the second one than they did with the first one. Just overall, I think Mario Galaxy 2 is much superior than Mario Galaxy 1, and that's why this title is my number 7 on my list. Number 6 on my list is Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a very unique Mario game because it was one of the first Mario games they introduced an XCOM style battle system. This game was basically a tactical RPG Mario game where you got Mario with a gun who's teams up with the Rabbids to take down the evil Rabbids who have also kidnapped some of the Mario characters. It was a very strange Mario game, but it was really awesome because I love tactical RPG games. So this had Mario, tactical RPG, funny comedy in it, everything that I could possibly want in a Mario game. I love the fact that you could buy different guns. Each gun did its own thing. Each character had its own ability with the gun because each gun was different. You could upgrade your guns. The guns looked really cool. The Rabbids were really cool. They were really funny. Each one had its own special characteristic. It was just overall a very unique, fun Mario game. Number 5 on my list is probably one of the most well-received Mario games in the recent years, and that is Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey was one of the debut Mario games for the Nintendo Switch when it very first came out in 2017. And right away, this game broke lots of records and everybody fell in love with this game. This game visually was great to look at and the soundtrack was amazing. It did its own thing differently than the other Mario games did with the introduction to Cappy. Now, Cappy had a great ability that Mario hasn't really done before, which was being able to take over other enemies' bodies and use them to travel throughout your adventure. You could even use Cappy to jump on to get to higher places. People would do crazy sick combos, jumping off of walls and jumping off the Cappy, and finding just speedrunners' paradise with this game because of what you could do with Cappy. The story was kind of weird, but it was still fun. But the whole, like, Bowser wants to kidnap Princess Peach to marry her? I mean, I guess at some point we were expecting something along those lines. But it was a very interesting story. It was very strange to see Mario interacting with the real world people, like in the city. Because seeing cartoon Mario next to realistic looking people, it was very strange. But it was still interesting. It was definitely a Mario world that they've never tried before. You got Mario who could ride around on like scooters and stuff, which was really funny. They even introduced Pauline back into the series. Overall, just a very fantastic Mario game that is very loved throughout the Mario community, and I would not be surprised if I see this Mario game on a lot of people's number 1 spot. But for my list, it is on number 5. Number 4 on my list is Super Paper Mario that came out on the Nintendo Wii. The Paper Mario franchise is very well known for their great storytelling, and that is exactly why I love this game. It has a fantastic story. Super Paper Mario is the sequel to the Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door that came out on Nintendo GameCube. Now, I will say I was a little bummed that they went away from the turn-based RPG of Thousand Year Door to Super Paper Mario and making it more of a side-scrolling Mario-style game. I will say, though, that the Super Paper Mario story is one of the weirdest stories that they've released. It's about the main bad guy, Count Beck, who kidnaps Peach and Bowser to force them to be married to summon a dark void with their marriage. I can't make this stuff up. Unlike the previous Paper Mario games where your partners are people you meet along your journey, your partners in this game are actually Bowser and Peach. Now, fun fact, Paper Bowser is actually my very favorite Mario character in all of the Mario franchise because I think Paper Bowser is just so hilarious. Just overall, Super Paper Mario is just a fantastic addition to the franchise because of how great its story is. It is by far the best story of all the Paper Mario games that they've made so far. Even though they got away from the turn-based system, that's okay with me. That's why I put this at number 4, because of its great story. Number 3 on my list is Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga that came out in 2003 on the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. This was actually the very first turn-based Mario game I've ever played in my life, and I fell in love with it instantly. The main plot of this game is a villain named Cacaletta kidnaps Princess Peach's voice in order to use her pure voice to awaken a noble star called the Bean Star, and when she does that, she would get any wish that she desires, and obviously she wants to take over the world. Mario and Luigi have to team up together and go defeat Cacaletta and retrieve Princess Peach's voice to save the day. This game has lots of cool, wacky new moves that Mario and Luigi get to use. Like, they have hammers that they can use their hammers to make one of them dig underground or shrink one of them to figure out puzzles and stuff like that. They have new like lightning and fire powers that they can use for puzzles and combat and stuff like that. The turn-based combat was perfect. It had no real flaws. They had superstar like combos that they could do, like special abilities where they could use their powers to team up and do a super move, which I thought was a really cool idea for this game. This game was popular enough that even later on the 3DS, it got a remake port where they added in a new mode called Bowser's Minions, where you played as the minions of Bowser and played their own special story as an added-on bonus to the game. After finding this game and the turn-based style, I just fell in love with turn-based Mario games, and that's my favorite way of playing Mario games, are the turn-based style. That's why this game is number 3 on my list, because I just love that turn-based Mario games can focus more on story and how the characters interact with each other.
Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo!
Number 2 on my list is Super Mario Sunshine. Now, Super Mario Sunshine, in my opinion, is the best 3D Mario game that we've ever gotten. Super Mario Sunshine is the 3D Mario game I played the most growing up, and I've put a lot of hours into this game. One of the things that Super Mario Sunshine did differently than the previous games was the introduction to Flood. Flood was basically a sentient, like a water pump that helped you out throughout your adventures, taking down enemies using water. Flood could transform into different modes where you could hover, you could rocket boost, you could use a propeller. There's so many different versions of Flood that you could use to take down your enemies. This was also the very first time they introduced a new character, which was Bowser Jr. And that's the whole thing, was that Bowser Jr. was trying to kidnap Peach because he thought that she was her mother. This game has lots of different levels, different cool level designs. You could have different modes. There's even like parts of the game where you lose Flood and you have to do classic Mario platforming. There's parts of the game where you have to do time races. There's parts of the parts where you get Yoshi. This game has like everything you need in a 3D Mario game. This game is basically a perfect Mario game. Almost, because there's only one more Mario game that beats this. Now I can already see you guys in the comment section just typing away saying, why is this not Super Mario 64? That should obviously be number 1. Not on my list, it's not. As I stated in previous entries, that my favorite style of Mario is turn-based RPG Mario. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door was the very first Paper Mario game I ever played, and it's my very favorite Mario game. I love the paper aesthetics to the game. I love the characters they introduce. I love the gameplay mechanics. The story is just fantastic. When it comes down to it, video games to me, the thing that is the most important to video games are the stories. That's why I play these turn-based RPG Marios, to enjoy the stories. This game has the perfect amount of puzzling, the perfect amount of strategy. The partners that you get introduced throughout the story they're all just really awesome partners. Each one has its own property, own ability that's useful throughout the puzzle solving. They each have their own personality. This game has so much to it, and it's like a 45-hour long game. It's like a really long game that you get to enjoy of Mario. I actually just played the series on my YouTube channel, and you guys can go check it out up there if you'd like. So that's why this is my number 1 on my top 10 Mario games. Well, there you have it, folks. There is my top 10 favorite Mario games of all time. Thank you guys for watching the video, and you make sure you hit that like and subscribe while you're here. I've got more list videos on here. I recently just did Legend of Zelda, so if you want to see some more Nintendo lists, go ahead and check them out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later. Bye.